Hi, welcome to valuationpodcast.com, a podcast and video series about all things related to business and valuation. My name is Melissa Gragg, and I provide online divorce mediation and valuation services in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, we will discuss insight into dental market transactions with Maria Melone. Maria is a leading M&A advisor to the dental industry and an investment banker in Chicago, Illinois, with a mission to help both individual dentists and dental groups navigate the complex landscape of dental practice transactions. Maria is the managing director at Caber Hill Advisors, also located in Chicago, Illinois. Just kind of getting started, I don't know if people really know how dentists are currently selling their practices. These things change over time. So maybe you can give us kind of a reference point.
Sure. Happy to go into a little bit of history and then bring us to where we are today, as there has been quite a shift. So historically speaking, the dental industry was really very much a cottage industry, mostly made up of solo practitioners spending their entire careers in a single location, and then, transitioning or selling that business to a doctor coming out of school. And in that process, most sellers relied on a broker to help facilitate that process. However, very interestingly, I guess, especially from where I sit, most of these brokers across the country, were not financial people, were not accounting people, didn't have any valuation training, but somebody showed them, anywhere from 3 to 8 methods of how to value a business, most of which were very subjectively based. And so, that was what was used, and there wasn't a lot that was questioned about it. And then, I would say starting about 20 years ago, we started to see an interest in consolidating the dental industry. And so we started to see the formation of, what I've always referred to as group practices. 20 years ago, a lot of people in the industry would say corporate dentistry. I really try to stay away from that because it has a bit of a negative connotation to it. But, as we saw that happening, that then invited more sophisticated parties to the space. And with that became a more sophisticated view and approach to how to value a business. And so, what used to be considered a valuation standard was percentage of collections. And so, oftentimes when I talk to solo practitioners, even still today, sometimes they'll ask me, what do you say the value of my business is? Is it 70% of collections? And, I try to help them understand that that's really a reference point. It's not a valuation methodology. And so, where we are today with most of the sophisticated buyers, the way that they're looking at a dental practice, whether it's a single location or, multiple locations, is a multiple of EBITDA. And so that's really becoming sort of the standard for how investors are looking at these businesses, whether they're entrepreneurial dentists that are trying to accumulate a number of locations, or the more sophisticated strategic buyers and or private equity firms backing them, or independent private equity firms trying to make an entree into the space.